Yeah, hi, this is Eric Enge. I'm the CEO and founder of Stone Temple Consulting, a general purpose internet marketing optimization firm. And I'm here today with Bing's Stefan Weitz. Stefan, can you introduce yourself, please?
Hey folks, I'm Stefan Weitz. I work here in the Bing Plex. Today I'm coming to you live from Chicago, but generally I'm based out of Seattle and do all sorts of things with respect to the Bing search engine.
Excellent. General purpose troublemaker, as you might
That's
call it.
very accurate.
Yeah, so I really liked seeing the news about this Foursquare integration that you guys did. It really looked really pretty cool. It'd be great if you could just give an overview of that, but also how it fits into the bigger picture of the things that you're doing with your social sidebar.
Yeah, I mean it's actually pretty exciting. The Foursquare deal was one that we announced even at the launch,
Hmm.
and so the whole notion is how do we take all these different social signals and figure out the most appropriate way to display them. So if you notice what happens with Foursquare is not necessarily that your friends checked in there. That's potentially interesting, but what we're actually displaying are tips about the venues that you're looking at. So if you search for Italian pizza Chicago, for example, we may show some tips from people who have gone to places in Chicago that serve Italian pizza. I guess it's the only kind there is, and actually gives you the idea about what to do in those particular places. So it's again, we could have just taken your friends and shown you if they checked in there, but again, we're thinking about how do we do this? How do we make this actually valuable, more valuable than it actually than just doing that? And then coming up, we've got some stuff obviously with LinkedIn, with Quora, and a couple others that I don't think they even announced yet. But you're going to see again this notion of how do we use those social signals, those social parts of the web to augment the search experience, not just pepper it with random and sundry notifications.
No, that's awesome. And do we have any timeline on LinkedIn or Quora at this point?
No, but the guys and gals who are on this are on the agile development method, and so they're shipping new updates monthly, and they're shipping some things even faster than that. So it's just a matter of time. I don't know when those are on the books for, but they are actively working on all of them.
Yeah, awesome. So I guess one of the things I really like about this is, as I mentioned to you before, is this notion is that you're tapping into a whole new data source, right? I mean, this social data source has been out there for a while, and people have been doing stuff with Facebook and Twitter, and trying some things. But now with what you're doing with the sidebar and the way you're leveraging this Foursquare data and the other data, it's a whole new rich source of information here.
Well, that's right, and really, it's information that until now has been kind of trapped in people's heads. You think about just even your contact list. Maybe 6 years ago, your contact list was either on a piece of paper or an address book, or maybe an Outlook in your contacts, but it wasn't accessible to a machine. It wasn't accessible to anything that could actually make value out of that. And so I think what's so exciting about all these social signals and all these social sources is that so much of what those social signals actually are bringing are things that were previously trapped inside your head. Like I
Right.
know when I come to Chicago, I want to eat at Alinea. I know that, but I've never actually told anybody that. But I've liked Alinea on Facebook. And so the ability for then the systems to actually say, hey, Stefan's in Chicago, he liked Alinea, maybe there's an opportunity for him to go when he's there. These are things that again were trapped in my head, and now I'm actually people are publicly expressing what's been trapped in their head in a way that machines can actually read it and make use of it.
Right. Well, and I think one of the things I like about this announcement in particular, because it's expanding into an additional social network, is
Yeah.
that for a long time people have speculated, like, if an article got a lot of likes, that would be a ranking factor. And I think that's kind of a little rough as a ranking factor, but not that you can't use it, but whether your friend or someone has an opinion about something, that's a really good signal. Would you
Well, it
agree with
is.
that?
Yeah, absolutely. But it's tough because as you said, likes. What does a like mean? Do some people can like the page because it looks pretty? Some folks might like the content. Some folks might just think it's funny and like it for that reason. So as you said, the likes are kind of they're a good signal, but they're not a granular signal of what particular thing you're actually expressing a like about.
Right.
But certainly, as your friends or as other people do express actions digitally, whether it's checking in somewhere or whether it's leaving a tip, or whether it's putting a company on their resume, or whether it's answering a question on venture capital on Quora, whatever those things are, all those social contributions to the web are good signals. And so you may see that I'm constantly posting on Quora around venture capital. Well, geez, now if one of my friends is a search on venture capital, wouldn't it be great if Bing could actually show that I, as one of their friends, seem to have some knowledge about venture capital
Right.
on there. And so it's much more than simply just looking at the likes and saying, oh, this is a cool thing to show. It's literally about how can we take that social data and create a profile that can then be used for my friends and for myself to add more value to the search experience.
Right. And this is, I think, a key part of your plan to differentiate from that other search engine.
You can
Uh,
say it. It's okay. I get itchy, but you can still say it.
yes, from Google. And because they're not really going down this path right now, it seems.
Well, they're taking a different approach. They're building their own network,
Right.
which is certainly one approach to take. We think that there are a number of social networks that already exist that are doing a really good job. We didn't think the world needed another social network. And frankly, what you find as well is these different networks have different purposes. So
Right.
Foursquare has a different purpose than LinkedIn, has a different purpose than Quora, has a different purpose than Facebook and Twitter, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And so I think to create one new social network that ostensibly is going to do all the things that the other ones do just seems a bit clunky. And so I think our method, or our kind of go to market strategy since launch of Bing has been to partner with the best in breed companies, sources, applications across the web. Whether it's in health, we partnered with things like Mayo Clinic. Whether it's in travel, we partnered with Kayak. We're trying to actually say we don't have to build everything, and frankly, we can't build everything. And there are companies out there who are doing amazing work that we can integrate into Bing. So the consumer gets the benefit of having that integration, but us having to actually go and build everything.
Right. Yeah, no, I think it's I like the strategy, I like the direction, and congratulations on the release, and I hope it continues going well for you guys.
Oh, me too. Thanks very much. I appreciate the time.
Yeah, thank you.